I think I was probably in like second grade or something when my teacher gave us a lesson on Anne Frank and Anne Frank's diary. Obviously, I was too young to understand exactly what it was or who she was or what any of that meant. But I remember thinking that it was really cool that this kid had written, stuff in a diary and now everybody had read it. Um, I thought that was really neat. So I decided to try it for myself. Enter Alex's journal number one from second grade. Um, this was my first like foray into journaling or writing or really any of that. I quickly found out though that there are many annoyances to keeping a diary and writing things every day. First of all, the expectation or requirement that you have to write something every day, it makes it really challenging, especially for someone in second grade whose life is utterly uninteresting. Quickly, my entries, which started out very long, became very, very short. And then eventually I just gave up. And I tried this kind of journaling several times in my life, and it always ended the same way. Sometimes it went on for longer than others, but almost always it ended because I was just burnt out having to write something every day. Then later on, I tried a different kind of journaling that was more focused on quote unquote important things. So instead of writing a diary where I just talked about, what I did every day and what I had for dinner and who I hung out with, I tried writing a journal that was more focused on academics and learning and different projects that I was working on. And that was really cool. I did that for a while. Here's the first one that I did that looked like that. This was when I was also really little. And I would write out, like science experiment procedures and stuff that I was learning in school. And yeah, I enjoyed doing that when I was little. And that was a completely different kind of journaling. But eventually I got kind of burnt out doing that too, because there were things happening in my life that were not academic that I felt like I needed to talk about. And so I would kind of bounce back and forth between not writing anything and doing a diary and doing a academic journal sort of thing. And none of it was working. It was so inconsistent and just generally bad. I've got the finished text block in the press right now, which my version of a quote-unquote book press is just two clamps from Home Depot and a cutting board on top of my block of wood here. You can really see how the glue has dried on the spine and how everything, all the sewing parts look really nice right now. Yeah, it's coming along really well. I'm very happy with this. Another problem I always had with like notebooks in general, because I would always write out stuff physically. I tried digital apps, it just the same problem. Like I was never happy with any of them. None of the notebooks I ever tried had the right paper or the right layout or the right cover, whatever. And none of the digital applications that I tried, same problem. I would just get tired of them. I would always think like there must be something better out there that I haven't found yet. Finally, I found a solution. Make my own journal. And I also decided with these new handmade journals that I wasn't going to limit the contents of said book to academics or to personal stuff. Here are the first two handmade journals that I've made. And by doing it this way, and not restricting what could be written, and not making it a schedule, like I had to write at certain times, and by doing it in this thing that I had made by hand that was specified to the things that I wanted out of a journal, a notebook, a book in general, I was able to hone in more on what I think of as, quote unquote, the purpose of record. What is the purpose of record? I think that the job of a notebook or of an application where you write your thoughts or of anything like that is to make your thought process more visible so that you can see it more often and fine-tune it, and that'll make all the mess of your head more concise and rational. And that is a extraordinarily valuable tool. Over the last couple of years, making these notebooks has really helped me grow as a writer, as a person, as a student, as everything else that I want to do in life. It's really helped a lot. And now, I've made another one.